Guys, ngiyaliwa lana. So kuyaliwa akuseki ixabana phezulu la kuyaliwa serious meeting imisiwe yashawana la. Uma nje induku le ziyakhala manje ziyakhala. Uma induku biza amagama abantu hlangana uyiniphinipi ningabona into enzeka la ngaphakathi.
Good day everyone, welcome to another epic episode of News Luigi political media channel, and I welcome you to join me as we'll be having this interesting discussion about the leak audio that is circulating around social media, the trending audio. It is now, I call it the famous audio. So this audio that was linked, or maybe was put to the public, of Jacob Zuma recording talking about the ANC, particularly in KZN, that it was planning to meet with him and to say that they must bring in the MK party inside the GNU so that the three political parties will be working together to kick out the TA, right? And Jacob Zuma seems like he rejected that offer before even coming to him. He declined and said no ways, they will not work with the ANC at this stage and state, because the ANC is infiltrated by a lot of people who are working with the enemy. That is according to JZ.
To say, hey, comrade, why you comrade to Dala, not now, not now. You know, once you were doing that here, I can tell you, I'm waiting for a delegation in the legislature, says, KZN. They are planning to come to convince me, to come and convince me, and they say a political party does not belong to an individual. Belongs to all of us. We must accept the proposition which is being made by the ANC.
You know, the ANC has responded. Fikile Mbalula has wrote on his X platform and responded, posting the same link of the clip, and said that they are refuting this and this is not true. That is a lie. So I will be reading a public statement, a public letter that the ANC has issued regarding that same audio that JZ made. That statement, that bold statement there, and the ANC on the letter, they are just rejecting everything to say that that has never ever happened. That is not true at all. So let us start here and just give you the background of what is really happening there. The MK party president Jacob Zuma rejected the ANC's proposal to join the government of national unity. Link audio reveals that the ANC had offered the MK party a position in both the GNU and the government of provincial unity in KwaZulu-Natal, but Zuma declined the offer. Zuma expressed, even though Thabo Mbeki and I were once friends, we drifted apart. I'm making a point here, speaking about what is real. We no longer see eye to an eye on the agreements we've made years ago because of our objections. All our objections are not the same. So what is really happening here? So Zuma gave us just a background on his fallout with Thabo Mbeki and said that they once had the same objections, right? And when time went by and time goes, then those objections, they change. Now they share different ideologies, and that caused them now to what, to separate. And says that now even with the same thing can happen with the political party. You can be one with the political party, but as time goes on, your objections and your ideologies, they can change. And said that the ANC is mostly now having people who are working with the enemy. That is why now we have such a government that is called the GNU. So Fikile Mbalula wrote something very interesting on his X platform account. I want us to look at what he wrote, right? Then we'll check the message of the African National Congress. So Fikile Mbalula wrote this and said that they reject the claims made by JZ. Then this is what he posted on his timeline. The African National Congress, Department of Communication, Information and Publicity. Yeah, so these ones, they are just here to clarify matters of what really happened. For immediate release, 18 April 2025. So this is the ANC responding. African National Congress dismisses content in the recordings attributing to Jacob Zuma regarding the government of national unity. The African National Congress, ANC, has noted with concern the circulation of a voice recording purportedly featuring the leader of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, Jacob Zuma, in said recording. The speaker makes claims to the effect that the ANC approached the MK party to join the government of national unity, allegedly as part of the covert agenda to exclude other political parties, specifically the Democratic Alliance. At this stage, the ANC has not independently verified the authenticity of the audio, nor has Mr. Zuma publicly confirmed its content. However, due to the seriousness of the allegations and the risk of public misperception, the ANC deems it necessary to place the following on public record. The ANC categorically states that it has not approached Mr. Zuma or the MK party to join the government of national unity. No such discussion have taken place. So if I remember quite well, JZ did stipulate to say that this was the plan that maybe was shared to him by maybe one of the comrades there, to say that no, this is what the ANC KZN legislature is planning to come and meet with you, so that will kick out the DA. So not that this is something that has happened. So it was a plan maybe that was told JZ of what the ANC has planned, right? So as this letter here has confirming that there is no such things, right, that have that has happened. So this letter is just confirming that of what the ANC wrote, right? Such allegations are unverified and untested, risk misleading the public, sowing confusion and eroding trust. They are particularly regrettable when made or believed to be made by individuals who have held high office and carry responsibility to uphold the truth in public discourse. As President Samora Machel once warned, the other face is that of that indirect and secondary enemy who presents himself, if under the cover of nationalist and even as a revolutionary, thus making it difficult to identify him. The fighter must distinguish friend from foe, even if the latter is concealed under the same color, language, family ties, and tribal markings as their own. In the current climate, the ANC calls for political maturity, responsible leadership, and commitment to the values of honesty and accountability. The ANC remains focused on defending the national democratic revolution and ensuring that the government of national unity has served all South Africa. Will not be drawn into battles with the individuals who have placed themselves in the service of ego rather than the people. Our focus remains resolutely on delivering for our people, on jobs, on fighting poverty, and on building a more just, equal, and non-racial South Africa. We reaffirm that the GNU is not a transactional convenience alliance, but a constitutional mechanism to secure inclusive governance, defend democratic gains, and accelerate transformation in the interest of the people of South Africa. And issued by the African National Congress, Mhlengi Bengu Mutsiri, National Spokesperson of the African National Congress. I don't know what do you perceive about this letter of the ANC, but they are calling Jacob Zuma out to say that he is lying to the public as a man who has once held the highest office. He must not take that position of giving misinformation to the public, right? So it's demeaning in his character. So now this is what now the conflict that we have with the African National Congress and the MK party. So another thing that I saw, there was a meeting conveyed somewhere of the MK party, and I saw in a hall, I think it was this hall or something, the MK party members, I don't know, they were all having arguments and others were like fighting and so forth. I don't know if you saw that video there, the video that I started with, just explaining everything that is happening there, but there's no details that were attached to it of what caused the disagreement, the fighting, or what was happening there. So we're just waiting maybe to be updated. Or it seems like the infighting are there in the MK party, and in a way that is so unexplainable. These fights are happening now almost every week, mostly every day, right? And it's a very unfortunate part. There's nothing that even people can do outside. Even if the members, the committed members, the loyal member that have membership of the MK party are fighting in public like that, like the entire hall fighting, something else. It is unheard for. It is uncalled for. I never saw something like this. It's like there's someone who's bewitching. At the corner target MK part, which it was not. I mean, so you guys just fight there. Oh, there was chaos today. There was chaos. So yeah, the High Command will need to intervene and just put you guys in order, because I don't know what is happening with you. It's not now we feel bad when we have to report about the MK party. It's more like we are feeding on the negative about what you guys are doing. Yeah. Now we want to report good things also about any political party, about politicians. We want to express that goodness that you guys are doing, helping the community, doing right initiatives, and so forth and so forth. But now it's more like we're feeding on the negative. Just imagine, I won't do more than 3 videos or 2 videos of the MK party without talking about the split or them fighting and so on and so forth, because every time I scroll on the internet, I will just come across the video that where you guys are fighting, or you're disputing, or you're against someone in the same political party. So that's the dilemma that now mostly is affecting you and the organization. So I'm so keen to know what was that fight. I've never seen such the entire hall fighting, having arguments. No, there's something wrong there. We need information. Anyone has information, please share on the comment section below, just so that we know what was the dispute about there. So that's where we end for today. Please don't forget, you can leave your subscription, and you can leave your comment on the section below, and you can press the super thanks button until we meet on the next video. And I'm out.